Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing something that's been on my mind for a while, and that is drawing my own pirate crew. And I know there's other pirate media out there. I've never seen this show, so hopefully all of these ideas are new and original. Let's get into it. Here we are with the first drawing. Now this guy is the first person to join the crew other than the captain, and he's the first guy to join, so he's the oldest member of the crew by join date and also by age, because he is pretty old. But you can see him holding that bone right there. In his youth, he did kill a kraken, which is his crown achievement, and from that moment on, he thought it would be impossible to ever beat that, so his whole life was just spent chasing another kraken and being able to take it down. And in this drawing here, you can see this is his moment of accomplishment, and this is where he does achieve that. So a good ending for him. But what I really like about this guy is his two swords right there. You can see, I think it's a cool design. I haven't really seen much anything else like them before. Just the what they are is bones of a kraken, and you can see the tentacle he's standing on, one of the bones sticking out like that. Now I don't think that's how real anatomy works, but for this drawing I think it works well, and I think it's easy to decipher that and tell what's going on there. I tried giving him some tattoos, but I decided just to stick with the anchor, and right now I'm drawing some scarring on his body, and that's from the first fight he had with the kraken, where he did kill it, but he did not go unmangled and unharmed, so I added that in there just to make him look a little better. And right now I'm adding details to the swords, which I eventually take out just because and swap them for something that I think looks a lot better. So I think that didn't really look good in my opinion, so I scrapped that for now, and I went to making the tentacle, which is just the classic red and cream colored. And here I am adding in a bunch of goop and like slime from the cut that's formed within the kraken, and this took a while, but I really like the way it ended up turning out, and I think it looks a lot better than anything else that I would have done. And just the way it's falling and dripping, I think looks really nicely. And just the level of detail down there is really good in my opinion. So here we get on to just shading. And the light source on this photo is top right, but all the colors in this one are a lot darker than in the next photo, just because I like to think his story and his background is quite a bit darker than the next pirates. So here I am just making sure everything looks good and really trying to get the shading done right, just because I really like the drawing at this point. So I wanted to make sure everything I did to it looked good. Here I am also making the from the slice in the tentacle drooping up and still connecting to his swords, which I think was a really good choice, and I think made the drawing just that much better. Added in a nice little dark night sky here, and here we are with the final piece. I really like the way this guy turned out, and definitely a little darker toned than the next drawing. So this drawing is the youngest crew member of the crew, and I like to think of him as kind of like deck master. He can do all of the ropes, tie all the knots, do all pretty much just maintenance work that needs to be done on the ship. It took me a while to get his pose down, but I eventually got it right with the arms. I just had to make them up higher and closer to his head, because when you do raise your arms like that, they do really get that close to your face. So here I am just doing the final lines, and I put a little rope around him just because I like to think he deals with ropes a lot and stuff like that. So getting all the shading done on this piece. I think I shaded him better than I shaded the other pirate. Just maybe the colors on his outfit were lighter, so they were easier to show shadows on and highlights too. And one thing about this pirate is he's blind in his eye, and you can see he has a scar over his face, which later in life, when he becomes a captain, I like to think he would wear an eye patch. And also his leg is a peg leg. So this pirate, I think, dealt with a lot of stuff that you see other pirates in media deal with. but at such a young age that by the time he's old, he will be able to deal with it really well and be very skilled as a pirate. And just getting the rope details in. The rope, I think, could have looked a lot better, but it's all right. Here we got putting the ocean in, and right here I put in a post of a ship and just give it some wood details. And by now, the drawing is about complete. I like to put him on a little coastal in the background and give him a nice little sunset. So here's the final piece for him. Much more light tone than the other pirate. And I like the other one's drawing more, but I still like how this guy turned out. Alright guys, that's all for this week's video. Thanks so much for jumping in, and make sure to join me next Monday. I'll see you.